We are live. Yes, we are. Grand Risers, everybody. Whew, hold on. Let me get this ready. So, Grand Risers, everybody. Grand Risers. We are live. It is a glorious, most beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Look, check it out. I went to work early this morning, right? Bam, bam, bam. Hit and quit it, hit and quit it, hit and quit it, hit and quit it. And I didn't have breakfast or nothing this morning yet. I normally don't, not that early. Not 2:30, 3 o'clock, 4:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. That's a little too early. But I got to work, got my load, numbered my packages according to the navigation, and loaded my car and started off. This morning I had my beet juice at 4 o'clock this morning. I drank my beet juice. I didn't have to start at 4:45 this morning, which is a blessing. Um, and I had my beet juice, beet, carrot, kale, celery, and green apple. And so I drank the rest of that. It wasn't nothing but about a half a cup, and I drank that. But that's really all you need. You really don't need a lot when you're drinking the beet juice and stuff, because beets can it can rush to your blood, and it can make you a little dizzy sometimes. You be like, it'll hit your head, and you be like, whoa, because it goes into the bloodstream right away. And them beets, they do their job. Now, unless they're tampering with the beets, then you got a good thing. Kimberly, Tracy, God bless you. Thank you. Won't get comments. Okay, we know that. Okay. So we are live this morning, and we have Andrea L. Fatigue coming on this morning. Look. I am at the coffee shop because my route came out of Skokie this morning, because I like to go to the Skokie place, because the Chicago place on 39th and Halsted, the warehouse, the Amazon warehouse, it's hold on, wait, let me tell you. They're very organized. In the hood, people thinking they up to no good, but they very organized at the Amazon warehouse on 39th and Halsted. I just want y'all to know that. So don't get it twisted. I just don't like pulling out, taking orders out of there, taking blocks out of, scheduling my blocks, pick up blocks for delivery out of that warehouse, because in a morning hours, like 4:15, 4:45 to 7:45, 3-hour block, or a 4-hour block for that matter, any block out of there throughout the morning, early morning hours or day, they have you going downtown. It'll be a cold day in hell before I go park my car somewhere on a side street and go deliver a damn package and come back. Then my car gone. Or I'm looking at the tow truck take my shit down the street. Okay, it ain't gonna happen. So, because they notorious. Now I'm on the north side. And y'all know Lincoln was stinking. And they used to be on the north side for years. They was up here towing people's cars. They were indicted because of the dirty work that they were doing. They were taking people's cars, not reporting that they had the people's cars, keeping the people's cars in their lot, locked up in their lot where they tow them to, so that they could charge people $100 a day for the storage of their vehicles on their lot. Oh, they were doing all kind of dirty shit. Let me be the one to tell you. I lived up here for 8 years. So I'm telling you, Lincoln was very dirty. And when I found out they were in court, I said, good for them. They should have been in court, and they should have shut them down. They should have shut them down. And they should have made them made them go through all their darn records and paid all them people back that money that they screwed out of that money by housing their cars on their lots and charging them $100 a day. People looking for their damn car. The minute they come outside and see their car gone, people starting to call. Okay, they wasn't taking the cars to the Chicago pound, because it wasn't a Chicago tow truck. It was a private tow truck. So they had a private tow. And then when people call them, they're like, oh, your car hasn't made it here yet. Lying. And I know, because they did me the same way. And I was standing right at their damn lot, at the gate, looking at my car. And I called the guy, and I said, I'm looking for the such and such, such, such. He said, oh, ma'am, your car hasn't made it here yet. I said, I'm standing right here at your gate looking at my car. How come? I said, I saw the tow truck when he took my car. So I immediately hopped on the bus and came over here. See, what he didn't know is I was right here on the north side, right when you walk out your door on Sheridan Avenue, Sheridan Road. Baby, the buses run zoom, zoom, zoom all day long. See, back in the day, buses ran all day long, all around the clock. I think when they stopped would be like 2:30. They would stop about 2:30 and clean take them into this thing, clean the buses, and set them right back out at about 4 o'clock. Because that's when people actually had to start driving around. Getting up and getting moving to get to their jobs at about 4:30. But the buses would start back at about 4:30. So I was like, these some dirty buses. So I'm up here now, and I parked my car across right there, and I'm looking. Because I was not going to make it home in time to do the show, of course, from the computer, like I would love to do. But it's no problem. That's what phones are for. That's what phones are for. So I'm doing the show here. We're not going to be long today because why? I can't charge it. And my phone is kind of like, let me see. I'm on 61%. Y'all know when you streaming takes a lot out of your juice. You be like, juice up. But streaming takes a lot out of your juice. So here's what I need y'all to do for me. Real quick, fast, and in a hurry, okay? I'm going to show you right now. Look. Wait. I need you to click them thumbs up for us, sister, okay? Because I don't know what's going to happen if after, it get to a certain, sometimes, even if you got 30%, sometimes when you streaming, it'll break it because streaming takes a lot of your battery power. It really does. So bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, okay? But click them thumbs up because if you don't click them up now, you might not get a chance to click them up because I don't know what's going to happen. But Andrea is going to be here with us this morning, so we are going to meditate. In the meantime, in the between time, I just want to show y'all a little bit. This is such a cute little, comfy little cozy coffee place. I got my cup. Guess what else I got? I got my blueberry muffin. Look, and guess what? It's really good. It's really good. They got a lot of a lot of gluten-free stuff up here. So that's good because I asked them were there any eggs in here because I don't eat eggs in the white shell. And I'm very picky about the ones I buy in the brown shell. So, praise God. Nicola, y'all remember Nicola, right? Nicola. Look, she just sent me a message saying, hey, we made it Sunday. So they are in Germany right now. Oh my God, it must be amazing. She has traveled all over the world being in the military. Now, Nicola is retired. Y'all know she retired. Girl, that girl young and she retired from the military. Full benefits, baby. Hold on. Had her children while she was in the military. Boom, baby. So all of them are covered. Hold on. Married a military. He covered, and he got all of them covered. And he's still active in the military. That's why they in Germany, because he's on another tour. Baby, listen. This is just an amazing time of life right now. You know what? It's too much opportunity out here for people to be out here acting stupid. End of story. It's too much opportunity out here for people to be out here acting stupid. Every darn where I drive up and down the damn street, I'm looking at help wanted signs. Now hold on. You little hood rats out there gang banging and slanging, let me tell you something. You ain't making nothing but $100 a pack, and you out there putting your life on the line because you don't know what psychopath asshole is going to be strung out to the point of desperation, to the point of they'll do anything to get it. And that means run up on you, choke the shit out of you, and take your stuff and run back down the alley and go get high. They ain't gonna, I'm telling you, it happens like that. And y'all sitting here saying, Berg, she just be tripping. I ain't tripping. I'm telling y'all from reality. I'm telling y'all from experience. You know, just think, if I know that this shit was happening back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, and 90s, and the early 2000s, it's still happening in 2024. Look, here's a prime example. If racism from way back in the 1400s, 1200s, 1100s, 1000s, 900s, 800 BC before Christ, if racism was very active, and it still is to this damn day, you know drug addicts is still active and they still do crazy shit to this damn day. I'm just keeping it real with you. You know, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. You know what I mean? Not too much has changed. A lot has changed, but not basic stuff. Put it that way. Now, I want y'all to know there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun, boo. Go to your Bible if you own one. If you don't, go online and Google Ecclesiastes. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. And it'll pull up for Ecclesiastes. Where in the Bible does it say there's nothing new under the sun? Listen, there's nothing new. Nothing. When that Bible was written, and it told people exactly. Now, man added his little 2 cents. And one man probably encouraged him to add his little 2 cents. Ooh, boo, you should put that in the Bible too. Look. Since you are in control, can't you write it the way you want it? You know how it is. So he's been encouraged on all corners around the world, okay, from a woman side and all that. Well, let me rewrite the Bible a little bit. Some people rewrote that Bible and some people didn't. But here's what I'm going to tell you. You ready? There's nothing new under the sun. Everything that's going on right now in this world went on before. Now, a new terrestrial planet we're on, it could possibly be. A lot of people say, no, it ain't. This world has been here for millions and millions of years. Yeah, it has. But who was here millions and millions of years ago to tell you that? Nobody. So we're going to get started because Andrea is in the house. And what I want to do is bring Andrea on ASAP a rapper dapper. But let me get the party started. And we're back. Listen, Andrea is in the house. She's in the green room eating up a couple of them nice little old vegan style croissants. And I got some good old fresh pressed apple juice back there. I did it myself. So, Andrea, I'm going to bring you on, but wipe them crumbs off your mouth before I bring you on because I don't want people to see that you've been eating up all them good old vegan croissants back there. Hold on, y'all. I'm bringing it on right now.
I'm all cleaned up. Yes, indeed.
Grand rises to you. Grand rises to you. How are you this morning?
I'm good. Good morning. Good morning. So you're talking about the world crisis and the different things that's been happening in our world?
Yes.
You're right. There's nothing new under the sun.
Nothing. I keep telling them that.
Right.
And a lot of people don't believe in the Bible because they know that man has manipulated it over time. And so I said, man manipulated that there's some things that is established in stone. And those are the things that you shouldn't go and try to break those tablets. Bam! Believe in them tablets.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. And another thing is, and I always go back to what Jesus said, my kingdom is not of this world. So what exactly did he mean? For instance, I came to give you peace and to give you peace and give you life more abundantly. If that was the case, will we be having these issues if this world was the kingdom? So I've become to understand more and more about the meaning behind that. The things we are experiencing in this world is totally on a humanistic level. And the things we will experience harmoniously are totally on a spiritual level. And that's where we're supposed to be headed. And that's what we're supposed to be striving towards, especially in the churches. And of course, I'm not against churches. I think they have a purpose. But to be able to teach what Jesus taught was supposed to be the purpose. And I think they failed all of us. So therefore, I say, we still have a journey. We still have a reason for being here. And it's not of the flesh, it's of the spirit. So we're experiencing chaos in our world because it's always going to be chaos in the human arena. He said it. You always have the rich and you'll always have the poor. You'll always have the sick and you'll always have the healthy. And that's the opposites. That's what we experience in this world, the total opposites. I mean, you and I are right beside each other. You can be living in a mansion. I can be living in a little small townhouse or vice versa. And it's only because our level of education or our finances. but in the spiritual arena, we're all equal. We
You're
all
right.
have
And so
everything.
give me 1 second, Andrea. I just want to
Mhm.
shout out this place where I'm at for a minute because
Yeah.
I am in that place with my show. So we are here live right now, streaming live from Ritman's Coffee Shop on the north side. I just wanted to give people a little
Oh,
shout out, give them a little shout out at the coffee shop. This is Ritman's Coffee Shop, right there, Ritman's. And the
Whitman.
brother that you see standing back there behind the register, back there, all the way over there, that brother back there, he is now the new owner. And it is such a little
Ah,
cozy, quaint coffee shop. I just wanted to show you guys. We are all on the north side right now on the corner of Clark and Lawrence. Clark and Lawrence.
yeah, that's
Ritman's
north.
Coffee. And that's the shout out
Oh,
for Ritman's. Shout out for
nice
Ritman's.
place. Yes, a nice
Yes, yes.
place.
Hey, can I get everybody in here to just give us a clap? I am streaming live on the talk show. Just give Ritman's a clap. If you like Ritman's coffee, give them a clap, please. Yay!
Awesome.
Awesome! Awesome! So he has been featured on the show, and I know quite a few people see it in Chicago. So, and I know those who are out of the state don't get to see it, but I just wanted to give him a shout out.
Oh,
Andrea, you know, the things about, like you were just talking about, going back to what we were talking about, the things of this world. And so a lot of times people don't believe things that's happening, and they're like, I don't believe it's happening, and I don't know. But you know, live a little longer and you'll see all kinds of stuff. I have lived through a few different changes. I am so
mm,
grateful to be able to see the change. One thing I know, it's a little sporadic right now and crazy. There's an upheaval of racism in the world. People are still very much divided. Why? Because the truth is not being told about who and what and where really actually owned all this land and all that. And they think their grandfathers and great grandfathers really had it. But no, your great grandfathers took it. So people, the truth just need to be told. Then the racism would be squashed. But they got to keep it going because you got to have a yin and a yang with everything.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
And right. And it's the people that has the most money, the
Yeah.
people that are in power are
Yeah.
actually ruling, because it's a bigger picture right now. I mean, the pictures today, and we're in the worst election year of the history of the United States. This is the battle of battles. And we're talking about people fighting, underground fighting. It's like they're digging people out of the grave. They're bringing people over from other countries to be able to vote. We have a chaotic voting system right now. And it probably doesn't matter who is voted for. There are going to be some kind of I don't want to say that's the word. There's going to be some kind of mess, conflict, mess. Somebody's going to want to grab the tickets. Somebody, that's what's happening. And so when each party said, I mean, even back in the day, they were talking about people were cheating in the voting system, and this is not new. One of my friends from Russia, she said, back in the day before Putin got in, the president before was getting ready to retire, and he just pulled Putin up from out of nowhere. They had never seen him, but this Putin was being prepared. And so when he came in and to run, a lot of people was like, well, I'm not voting for him. I'm not going to vote. And the lady told me, she said, we that didn't vote are in regret. We are very regretful that we didn't go out to vote because he got in, and look what he's doing. And it's the same with what we're doing today. A lot of people we're so separate, just divided. The whole nation is divided. And so you have people that will vote, some people that won't vote, some people will vote for different parties, and some people will just lay back and just, act like it's no big deal.
Yep.
But
This is a very totally divided country we're living in.
it
And the
is.
reason is because this country don't respect people of color. And it has been that way since the intrusion.
Mhm.
I said the intrusion because you
Right.
already know what occupied this land. So when the intrusion came, the disrespect also was brought along with it.
Mhm.
Once again, like I said, if the truth be told, though so many people have been so brainwashed, a lot of them don't even believe the truth. They think the lies that they've been told is actually the truth.
Yeah.
Then we would squash a lot of this racism, a lot of this divisionism. You heard what I said, y'all, right? Divisionism. That's my word in my dictionary. Divisionism. We would squash all this separatism and all of this thinking you different. You ain't no different from the next person. If you ain't got the $1 billion that the rest of them got over there, you ain't no different than the rest of us. End of story. And I don't know what make you think you is, because you ain't. But what people don't believe, fat meat is greasy.
Yeah.
They don't believe that there's nothing new under the sun. All this
Right.
stuff is rotated all around. That's why all this craziness is going on right now. This sporadic, strange craziness that's going on. That too shall come to. That too shall pass. Boop. You better ask somebody.
Yeah, and then also one thing people don't really seriously realize or understand, if you are a Bible believer, if you are a follower of a leader, whether it's Christ, some Buddha, some whatever it may be, it should be pointed out that they were seeking a different world and they lived in a different world. When Buddha traveled to find the reason why there were poverty, poor people, and etc., he had to find it within himself. But he traveled around the world where he lived for 20 years before he found it. And so even with Jesus, before he was able to start preaching and before he started telling us about the kingdom within, he went away for years to study. And so today's world, people are so outside of themselves that they don't realize it is two worlds. And the world we're entertaining outside, people have control of this world. And they will control, and they are controlling the little people, the other people. And that's just the way it's going to be. So in other words, our meditation will help us to enter into the real kingdom, into the spiritual world, so we can be protected from this outer world, because the outer world really has no power over us that resides in the inner world, that understand that no, I'm in it, but I'm not of it. I'm of the spiritual world. I have to walk around here in a physical body, but I know for sure that my mind is on God as the only power, as the only presence. And until we all get to that one accord, we're going to be fighting a battle in this outside world. And that's why Jesus said many times, you have no power over me. You have none unless it was given to you from above, from within. We have to have that same attitude because we're affected. Whoever gets in that office, they have their agenda, whether we like it or not. There's an agenda. Both parties have an agenda. And most people don't read about these agendas, and they complaining about one. Yeah. And so it's not in our favor. It may be to some extent, but I mean, it's a lot of tragic stuff that's happened behind voting and behind people in leadership. And right now, the New World Order is a serious order.
Yep.
A serious plan. And so we can't continue to talk about it. We have to actually go within and let God do something about it. Because you and I can talk.
Until we're blue in the face.
Yeah, they spend millions and millions of dollars to try to get their candidate in. But they're going to waste, whoever candidate doesn't get in, all that money that's been spent has gone to naught. But they're spending it because they have a purpose. They have a desire to take whatever they want to take away from this election.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to do what we need to do. And that's simply the only way to really, really conquer our world for ourselves is to meditate, to go within and connect.
Yeah, to meditate. Politics has played on people's passions, personas, and purposes. Mm-hmm. And not played on it in a good way. It played on it like, let me show you what I'm a rat. It's like a havoc wreaker, you know what I'm saying, on people's lives. And it's just been, you got everybody. Like I tell people all the time, the left wing is the Democrat, right? The right wing is the Republican, right? And both wings belong to the same bird. Whoop, 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 whoop. Mm-hmm. You can't fly without them, right?
Right.
Don't get it twisted. They all played golf on the same golf course.
Yeah, exactly. That's
right. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So, people thinking that, I'm not going to vote for so-and-so because I just don't like is to get the better of the two evils. It's the lesser of the two evils. There's a lot of people saying the lesser of the two evils is the one but I really don't like neither one of them. I'm like, well, we didn't like neither one of them last time either, did we?
Well, see, the problem with that, they're not reading about each other, neither one of them. They're not reading what did this person do to make America better. The Biden administration, what did they do to seriously make America better? What did the Trump administration do in his time to make it better? They're not reading that, so they don't really know the statistics. They don't know. And that's the problem. People are not finding out. Okay, at the polls, they have a long list of what these candidates have done and all about the candidates. They have a list so you can read. You can read about each one, but you can do that easily to go to find out what each one has done. But people are not reading. And so it's like the only thing people are listening are paying attention to is the presidential candidates. But what about all the other candidates that are being voted in? They're not reading about either one. So when they get to the poll, they're like, okay, the councilman, the alderman, the senator. I haven't heard of the senator because they haven't read.
Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's reading. Nobody's researching. Nobody's doing nothing.
Right.
But you know what they are doing? They're listening to Taylor Swift.
Oh my God.
They're listening. Yeah, they're listening to her saying, "Oh, I've done my research." I don't even believe she had time to do her research. She's so darn busy. But anyway, hold on, wait. Hey, kudos to her. She's supporting who she wants to support, and same as those who support who they want to support. Kudos to all of you guys. But do get your butts out and vote, and do pay attention to what's really going on. And I want to say one thing. At the beginning of this campaign, they talked about Project 2025.
Mm-hmm.
What people don't know is what all Project 2025 entails. It is going to suppress those who are already under suppression or oppression from economics or income reductions and all of that. See, people are living on a thread, on a needle and thread right now, because after the global reset, did I do a good one? Global. After the global reset in 2020, it took a whole flip, and it was intentional that it flipped like that. I don't want y'all to think that, oh, no, that's because of what happened. People didn't know what to do and they scrambled. No, it's not that people didn't know what to do. Those at play, those who were in power, they knew exactly what to do. Take this advantage and flip the script. They knew because some of them lived back 20-something years ago when that other reset came. But this time the reset came and demoted people. It didn't promote people, it demoted people. And when I say demoted them, not so much from their jobs, but actually it did, but it demoted the incomes that people are making and all of that. You have now more of a workload on your hands for the title that you've accepted than you would have had before the global reset that just took place 4 years ago. So people are still thinking that, oh, we good. You're not good. 2025, Project 2025 was talked about at the very beginning of this campaign. People, don't get it twisted. They are buddies. Him and that man, that owner of that Heritage Insurance, they are bosom buddies. And that's a buddy, that's a friend of mine. He even said it. He told people that. So Project 2025, now they denounced it because everybody started reading into it. And they really started digging deeper and deeper, and they deep sea dived. And so they found out, oh, wait a minute. See, the headline made you say, oh, really? Medical insurance. But they were talking about medical insurance, getting rid of it for those who can't afford it. They're going to squash Medicare and Medicaid. See, they're not looking at that. So seniors, all the seniors who are on Medicare, just want you to know, you know how you have that limited income now that you're retired? I'm on a structured income now. No. Do Project 2025 and find out how much of a structured income you're going to add in, because you're going to end up paying for your full benefits. And the insurance is going to be so high, so expensive, because you got to realize all the buddies, all the bosom buddies, they're filthy rich. And they don't care about poor people. They're filthy rich. Hey, Marjorie and Rochelle and Yvette, Kimberly Mixon and Tracy and all y'all grand risers. They're fully rich. So Project 2025, if you notice, they denounced it. He said, I'm not for Detroit, but he was at first. Because that was the only plan he had. So that man is backing him. They're both filthy rich, but that man is backing him. And He's going to support and work with those who are wealthy. I don't care how you look at it. Do you see him sitting and fraternizing with people on the mid income level down? No, you don't. Do you see him fraternizing with people who make maybe up to $200,000 a year or $250,000 a year? No, you don't. He fraternizes with people who are multi mega million or billionaires, and that's it. You have no access to him. I have no access to him. The other average white person don't have no access to him either. I don't care how white and I'm voting for him. Make America. You're not gonna make America great again because America was great years before Columbus came here, and it never ain't been great since. I just want them to know that. You make sure you read into Project 2025. Stop skimming the surface of it, because the skimming of the surface makes you think, oh, this is a pretty decent plan. Dig into the deep parts of the reading of it, and you'll see it is devised to crush the poor people. It's actually going to reinstate slavery in a very cute little way, but it's going to reinstate it. And it ain't going to be so cute once you are in it, fully vested in it, because all who don't have that money is going to be vested in it. End of story. You can't avoid it, because they're going to, once power comes in, it's going to control everything, and everybody's going to be like, oh, well, no, we got to do what he said, because they're going to close my business down. And everybody's going to do the same thing. If they say, you got to get fired, there's not going to be no unions. All you unioners, they're going to squash them unions. You better go into that Project 2025 and read that about them unions. They're planning on shutting down all unions, the governmental unions. Why? They're in the government. They're in the highest power of the government, and they can do that. They plan on squashing all Medicare and Medicaid. And they can do that because it's government and it's federal, and they can do that. No, that's state. State is controlled by the government when it comes to that Medicare and Medicaid. Even financial aid, that's government. That ain't your local state. But you better get involved in your local state too, because your local state government is also head over you as well. And them the ones that's close to you. Them the ones that have a real decision on how things go in your life. And the president is the next one, but he gives the word, and they gonna all do it. And people are scared of him, right? So they're gonna all do everything he said, because they're scared that the Proud Boys gonna come and get them. They don't know who gonna come get them, but they're scared, and the fear is there, and people are happy, but they're fearfully happy. A lot of them. Like, well, yeah, we're gonna be, but they still don't know what's gonna really take place. We're behind you 100%, but they kind of like still not knowing what's gonna take place. Read Project 2025, people. Read it. Don't skim it. Read it.
Good. I realize with what people are doing today, because people were considerate of the law, of what the candidates were doing, and they just went on and did it. And now they got so much power in their hands that the human beings have given to them, that they're gonna reach their goals. Whoever gets in has goals, and so either one of them are, to me, have. And what I feel is up to you. I think it's up to each individual to just say, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to meditate and pray on who should be the candidates. I'm not going to judge anyone, because if I judge them, I'm not going to choose the right one. I have no idea who the right one is. So I really should go with it and say, God, I'm ignorant of the person that's supposed to be in. Please give me understanding, guidance, and awareness. And if people don't do that, anything can happen.
Anything.
Because the voting system is just a mess, and it's not up to, it's really not up to people hardly anymore. But on the other hand, to me, the best way to get the right person in is for people to go within and say, God, tell me who to vote for, and go vote for that person. Don't deny it.
And don't ask God to tell you who to vote for, and then upon your own accord, because like they say,
it.
Right, because a lot of people, lean not unto thine own understanding. Mm-hmm. Y'all got me? Lean not into your understanding, because, they'll be sitting up there saying, well, God told me to do this. Did he really? Did God really tell you that? Honestly, a lot of people don't even know what God told them. I'm just gonna keep it real. You know, they don't know. They just assuming that, oh, but this is the feeling I'm having. Pray on it, meditate on it, do what you need to do. Andrea, take it away,
Great.
because I only got 40% on my phone, and this streaming
We
is
need to,
eating me alive. I had
right.
69 when I started, I'm at 40.
Okay, yeah, let's do our meditation because I do need to sign off in a little bit
I
myself.
don't want it to shut down on me.
So I want us to think about, first of all, to think about and ask yourself um, what is power? What is power? And we want to know what is power, right? Because we got um, we have no power as far as the world is concerned. We have no say so. So if we go in and say, God, what is power? Is it bullets? Is it money? Is it, and we can ask these questions. Is it money? Is it bullets? Is it your spirit? Is it, religions? We need to ask questions like that. And we can also say, who am I in this world? Or what is my purpose in this world? One of those questions is a good one. Who am I in this world? What is my purpose? And what is power? And power, what is power may be a more difficult one because that's like abstract. So we can probably say, what is my purpose in this world? Now, what is my purpose now? And give me understanding and wisdom and knowledge on what I am to do at this moment in my life. And then don't visualize anything this time. Don't visualize your purpose. Don't agree with what you think. Deny everything. Everything out here is a lie. You're going within to seek the truth. So whatever you have been experiencing and whatever is happening, you can take that into your meditation. You have to totally let it go and say, okay, God, tell me, what is my purpose? I need some understanding, some guidance, some wisdom, some knowledge, and then we let it go. So that's what we'll do. I'll guide you, and then I'll say, when I say speak, God, I'm listening, that's when we're going to tune in and just listen to the Spirit. So repeat after me. Spirit within, God, the only power. Shine some light on my purpose. What am I supposed to do in this world? I've done this, I've done that, but I'm confused. I need to know. Give me understanding, give me wisdom, knowledge. Make me aware of my true purpose, my true identity. Speak to me. I'm listening. And as you listen, and you're going to get some thoughts coming in to distract you. You know not to entertain those thoughts. You can't let those thoughts interfere because when you do that, you won't be able to listen to God speak. Those are on the mental. We're going into the spiritual, the deepness of your soul. And you go in and you see this little dark space. Remember, that is where the spirit lies, right within you. So speak, God. I'm listening.
And we're
Shine
doing
light.
7 minutes.
Okay, great. Okay, let's go for it. is up already?
It's
Oh
up.
my. Oh
I know,
my.
right? Time be
Yeah.
flying when you get into that mode, that
Yeah.
meditative mode. It really does.
So,
It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A
right.
beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Look at here. It is a glorious day in a glorious year. But here's the thing. All the distractions are bringing on a lot of anger, disappointment, um, frustrations, depression, and all of that. And people, when you get away, even if you have to go into your bathroom, close the door, and hide in the tub or in the shower,
Do it.
do it.
Get away. Be quiet and
Get
listen.
away, get away, get away. Today is Friday. It is October 4th. Happy birthday to all you October born babies. And we are going to be closing out today, Monday morning. Bam! Join me bright and early Monday morning at 8 a.m. Yes,
And
Andrea,
don't give your power away.
don't give your
Do
power away.
not let anyone zap your energy. Do not make you feel. Do not let them make you feel worthless. Do not. The way things are, it is beginning to make people feel like they are worthless. Stand up and say, no, God is the only power. You have no power against me unless it was given to you from above, pilot.
Bingo.
Everything outside is pilot.
That's
It
it.
has no power.
It's funny you say that. This morning, so like my shift started at 4:45. Right, I picked up at the warehouse, numbered my packages according to the navigation, put them in my car and all that. By the time I leave, it's like 5:15, 5:20.
Mhm.
Here's the funny thing: brought me from Skokie to the north side of Chicago, right, Edgewater, and just in the north side area.
Uh-huh.
And I used to live up here, right. And the funny thing about it, I was running to my car because I was parked on Sheridan. I don't know if you remember, Andre, but Sheridan wasn't no joke back in the day.
Right.
Give me one
Oh,
second. Give me 1 second. Sheridan, give me 1 second. Well, y'all, something come over to my phone. I don't know what it is, but give me 1 second. I had to clear it out. Let me see what they talking about here. Um, uh, 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 okay.
Well, anyway, back to
Okay.
your power. Nobody has power over you. You are the
Right.
most important person in the world.
That's
You
it.
accept your importance.
That's it.
No one
And
can
I'll
treat
tell you
you
though, I was
other than
running,
good.
right? And so I
Mhm.
had to get back to my car. And so these young kids, young guys, they were like teenagers, and they saw me go past. Now you see all this gray hair, right? And I took off running, right? And they say, I heard the voice say, "Dang, you see that old lady?" He said,
Whoa.
"Dang, you see that old lady? She can run." It was so funny. It was
You
so
had a
funny.
mission.
I was like, well, I used to run track in school, so I'm a track and
Oh.
hurdle runner. So I
Oh.
still run.
Wow. You
And
did
I
hurdles
still be
too?
locking young people out here puffing cigarettes and stuff. Yeah, I still be. But I just want you to know that is power right there.
It is
When
power.
your eyes open in the morning, that's the best power in the world. That right there lets you know you have the power. Only you have that power. Then when you release that power to somebody else, you lose everything.
Yeah.
Stop releasing your power to other people and other things and other issues. Stop releasing it. Because a lot of people release it and don't know how to get it back.
Exactly.
See, if you know how to just release it, just to vent for a minute and then woosah, then you good. But if you don't know how to do that, you're gonna be venting the entire day, and your day gonna seem like total hell the entire day. So stop giving your
Just-
power away. And
right.
also, people, I want you to remember this: reach back and give back, because somebody out there needs your smile.
Yeah.
Somebody out there needs to hear some kind words from you. Somebody might need a bag of chips, a bottle of water, just a cup of coffee, or just an ear to hear. Whatever the Spirit has placed upon your heart, by all means, follow your Spirit guide. Same thing that we're telling you when we
Yes.
go into meditation. Follow the Spirit guide of what it is that you're going into meditation on, whatever you ask and put out there, and you're sitting still to receive the quiet, the still small voice, and the answer. Sit still and be quiet and be peaceful, and just let go. And let God.
And do that throughout the day.
Yep, let go and just let God.
Throughout
And
the day.
people, I just want y'all to know, Andrea, thank you so much for another grand weekend. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you are out of the storm's eye.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm so glad of that. And
Yeah,
so
it was a mess
I'm gonna end
here.
up calling you this weekend. So
No
look for my
problem.
call.
I
I'm gonna
will.
call you this weekend
Okay.
and tell you about a couple of things that's going
Okay.
on with me. So you might be
Wonderful.
seeing me soon. I don't know. I
Okay.
got to find out what, but I'll call you this weekend.
Okay, call me. Thank you. I
All
love
right.
you all. I
God
love
bless
you.
you. Have
And
a great
thank you so
weekend.
much. I will. You too, sweetie. Bye bye.
Thank you. And everybody, I want you guys to know it is 7 minutes or 1 minute. Whatever you need to go into a solemn state of mind and release all things that's happening on your mind right now. And just allow the Spirit to fill you with ideas, answers, and everything. And even healing. Yeah, even healing. Sometimes you need to meditate and breathe into that pain and let it go. When you breathe into it, when you have a pain here, a pain there, breathe into it. Focus, concentrate on that area when you're inhaling. Inhale deep. You will feel stuff moving. And then hold it for a second and exhale. What you're exhaling is the pain out. And you're putting that in your thoughts. And I'm going to tell you, if you do that 3 times in a row, you're going to feel the ease of that pain. You're going to feel the ease. Trust and believe you will, if you really intently go into it like that. But in the meantime and in between time, happy anniversary to all those who got married in the month of October. Happy birthday to all those whose birthday is in October. Happy celebration to all those who are just celebrating something in October. To God be the glory. I just want you guys to know God loves you. God loves me. God loves everybody. And with a big bag, patty wag, give your God some praise. Because God has kept us going all of these days. Boop. And don't you ever forget that, because you ain't here by circumstance. To God be the glory. Everybody know this. Go in peace today. Make somebody's day. Make your day. Love, peace, soul, and hair grease. If your scalp is itching, please wash your head before you condition. I'll see you bright and early, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on What in My Element with who? Neela, Blase Skippy. See you 8 a.m. Monday morning. Peace out, everybody. To God be the glory. Bye-bye, and have a great, great weekend.